Hey, hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I hope you all had a good weekend. Well, the weekend where some of us are is not yet over. Yeah, we are in the dying embers of the weekend. It's almost over. Yeah, latter part of Sunday. Well, I hope you enjoyed your weekend. We are going to start. We've started another week. Yeah, we've started another week, and as you already know, some of us are into a lot of Ghanaian African politics, whatever. There's a whole lot going on around this world, right? There's a whole lot going around this world. The capturing of Maduro and the wife, and I mean, that is wild. I'm like, I've been thinking about this. And I'm like, wow, wow. Yeah, so, yeah. You don't want to mess with Big Brother. You don't want to mess with Big Brother. But well, hello, welcome all those who are watching me right now, and all those who will be watching me later or watching this video later to do this video. But it's been raining. It's been raining for like the past 3 hours, and I don't think there's any end. I don't think there's any end in sight right now regarding when the rain is going to stop. So I decided to just hang out in my room on my bed and you know shoot this. Well, what do I want to talk about? What do I want to talk about today? What do I want to talk about today? As you already know, um, politics in Ghana, happenings in Ghana, lifestyle in Ghana, and for that matter, the rest of Africa and America, concerns me a lot. Yeah, and like I've always been saying and telling my Ghanaian brothers and sisters, fathers, uncles, aunties, grandmothers, grandfathers, concubines, wives, girlfriends, friends, whatever. The NDC and the MPP, the NDC party and the MPP party, these two parties have ruled Ghana for almost 40 years under constitutional rule in the Fourth Republic, since 1992. Almost 40 years. And if these guys, sorry, yeah, and if these guys had any intentions of developing Ghana to the next level, like the Malaysias, the Singapores, Ghana should have been way there by now, but they don't have that will. In the first place, these two political parties, the MPP and the NDC, their leadership is not, they are not patriotic, they are not patriots. They don't love our country. They don't love our country. They are corrupt. They are not honest. Look, recently, and these are some of the reasons, whatever I'm going to say here, you already know. But sometimes we need to, remind ourselves. We need to put pepper somewhere. We need to pepper ourselves, to remind ourselves. The NDC government and the MPP party in opposition right now. Ghana as a country, I mean, we have many challenges, but one of our main challenges is corruption. And let us ask ourselves, for the past how many years that these two parties have governed Ghana, have ruled Ghana, what deliberate measures, what intentional measures have they put in place to stop corruption? What? Tell me. Well, Nana Akufo-Addo came 2016 and decided to set up the office of the special prosecutor, and he appointed citizen vigilante, and we were all happy. But at the end, what happened? The MPP themselves crippled this man, so he could not function. And because of frustration, he resigned. Recently, when the NDC government came into office, what did Mr. Mahama do? Mr. Mahama fired the Chief Justice. Mr. Mahama fired the Chief Justice, who was appointed by the MPP government. I'm pointing this out because if you are a new government and you think that you have the interest of the country at heart in terms of fighting corruption, why would you fire the Chief Justice who was appointed by the previous government? Why? Is it because you want your own Chief Justice there to, support your own cause, or however you want to term it? What deliberate measures have been put in place in terms of auditing, internal auditing? What measures have been put in place? Sometimes some of us think, some of us sit down and we think, with all these huge sums of monies that are squandered, huge sums of monies that are embezzled, what internal measures are there in the various ministries, department, agencies? What internal measures? Do we have auditors in the system? Sometimes, it's like, and this is why the NDC and the MPP government, Ghanaians, we as a people, we should kick them out, because the system, they don't want to change the system, because the corrupt system as it is right now works in their favor. How can we sit down as a country? The huge sums of money get lost. We have tons of crude oil get missing, sacks of cocoa get missing. What are the internal measures that are put in place to stop all of this? When we talk of corruption, it's not a question of just monies and tangibles getting lost or getting missing or getting misapplied or misappropriated. When we talk of corruption come also in the form of, the recent case of the Abesi Meda case. That can be cited as a clear case of corruption, because the public is not being fed, with the day-to-day outcome of the case. We don't know what's happening to the Abesi Meda case. We don't know what's happening to the Abesi Meda case. When I ask again, what are the internal measures being put in place to stop corruption? Why is it that the government should be appointing the IGP? Sometimes we want to see deliberate effort from these parties to show to the people that they are interested in curbing corruption. Allow the police people to appoint their own IGP. Allow the judges to appoint their own Chief Justice, whatever. Seriously, because if you appoint your own Chief Justice, is it a question of you want somebody there to do your own bidding? Is that what it is? And going back to the internal measures being put in place to stop all this embezzlement of our monies, what is being done? Do we have auditors in the system? How come people can blow so much money? Then we talk about not having the resources, whatever. We go to IMF for loans, we go a cap in hand begging. The MPP and the NDC, they've proven to us. I keep on saying, I don't know what Ghanaians need to see or need to know, that the NDC and the MPP party, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care about the country Ghana. They don't care about the people of Ghana. The only person, the only individual politician that I would say thinks about the country is what's his name? Kennedy Japan, Mr. Kennedy Japan. Seriously, though I wish Nana Kwame Bediako could become the president of Ghana, I think Kennedy Japan is the only politician. Nana Kwame cares about the country too. But in terms of, track record, I think we've seen a lot from Kennedy Japan, Mr. Kennedy Japan. I don't call them honorables. I mean, with all due respect, Mr. Ken, you may be an honorable, but it's on principle that I don't call politicians honorables. So, Mr. Kennedy Japan, I think Mr. Kennedy Japan at this juncture, is the only politician standing. I mean, mainstream politician, when we talk of the NDC and the MPP. The only politician I believe can govern Ghana well, but the party he is coming from too is a problem. I have a problem with the MPP. I used to be a member of the MPP. But now I have a problem with them. And my problem stems from the fact that I don't understand why all those watching, thank you. And all those who will be watching, thank you also. I don't understand why MPP as a party, when they were in government, they could not bring Nana Akufo-Addo and his team to order. Seriously, I don't understand that. Because growing up, the kind of, or the impression we had that the MPP is, or the MPP stood for, we thought the MPP was a party that had, structures, leaders, elders who could bring the presidency to order. Just like you have a family, right? We all come from families. And when you look at some families, you see that this family is structured. That, if there is a problem in the family, it goes, to the elders in the family, and everything is resolved amicably. Justice is never delayed. When you look at some families, but when you look at the MPP right now, and especially when the recent MPP, Nana Akufo-Addo Bami MPP, when you look at what was happening in the party, as if there were no elders in the party. So for me right now, the MPP as a party is not attractive to me. Because the whole point is, so how about if Mr. Kennedy Japan becomes the flag bearer and becomes the president, and he is also doing things that are not good? Can he not be corrected? What measures are put in place to correct the president by their own party when the president is messing up? Because it's clear that Nana Addo and Dr. Bawumia, they came to mess up. With all these scandals blowing up in our faces, there is no way that if you love Ghana, as a Ghanaian citizen, you will say that everything was okay. No, nothing was all right. Demolition of buildings in the name of building cathedrals, which was never built, and a whole lot corruption, galamsey, giving monies, giving opportunities to people like Wuntumi to take loans. Like everything was basa. Mama yenya yo, mama Ghana, mama yanembre. Because always I keep on saying that Ghana as a country, our life expectancy is not high. To the best of my knowledge, if I am current, our life expectancy is not high. A man life expectancy 54 years, women 56. If I'm current, so why can't we hold our leaders accountable? These people come and I'm not against anybody prospering in life, but when you come into office, you come into political office, within 3 months, within 6 months, you're driving nice cars. Meanwhile, people like them could not even hire a taxi. Then questions need to be asked. And we sit down and our children walk in the dust to school. I've said this several times and I'll keep on saying it because it's a problem. It's a problem for me, and it must be a problem to you also, or it must be a problem for you also. And like I've said in some of my videos, the Malawian saying, Say, more precious than our children are our children's children. More precious than our children are our children's children. So if our children's children are precious, are even more precious than our children, how are we treating our present day children? We allow our children to walk in the dark to school, and we drive in air-conditioned vehicles, and we think it's okay? It's not. It is not okay. It is not okay at all. It's not like some of us just take a phone or camera and we just want to talk. But we need to build a better system, and we can do it. If anything, there are blueprints, there are models that we can look on, and that is what hurts. That is what hurts. There are models, there are blueprints that we can look on to build Ghana, but we don't want to do it because at the end of the day, the corrupt system works in favor of some people. Why? Can't we learn from the past that some politicians are dead? And life, as a matter of fact, we are going to die. So we should build our country, make sure that your citizens enjoy life before they die. Go to the hospitals in Ghana. Go to hospitals in Ghana and you wonder, do we have leaders? Do we have leaders? Do we have leaders in Ghana? No, we don't. We don't. And we've become so attached to our political parties because of our tribes, our religion, family, and all of that. Such that when somebody is from your tribe, your family, your religion does something wrong, instead of you to point it out, you don't want to say it because you'll be criticized. I will say it. Those who know me, they know. If you are my sister, my brother, my whatever, you do something wrong, I'll tell you in a nice way. If you don't like me, fine. If you like me, fine. And because of this, because I've been very vocal about criticizing the MPP, there are some people on Facebook who are not even there are some people, on social media who will not even talk to me again, chat me again. They will not even they will not like my photos. I don't care. The truth is one. And that's it. The truth is one, and the truth will always stand. During the MPP's, this recent and Adobami MPP's regime, some of the things that we said, some of the criticism that we brought up, that's what led to the and you guys didn't listen. That's what led to the fall of the MPP. Yes, corruption. Why steal the people's money? NDC and MPP, Ghanaians, let's wise up. For me, left to me alone, I don't know. I know what I'm going to say. It's not going to happen. But left to me alone, I would have wished for a new party being led by Mr. Kennedy Japan. Seriously, Mr. Kennedy Japan and Nana Kwame Bediako. True, because the MPP, the elements in the MPP, especially the top hierarchy, I cannot trust them. And that makes me know that we are all we all join societies, we all join or we are all affiliated to whatever group, whatever association, parties. Everybody comes with their own intentions. Growing up, joining and registering as a member of the MPP, I thought, we're going to help build the country, this, that. No, it's others to have their own motives, their own, ill motives. It's not everybody who has the country Ghana at heart. Some people, they just want to come into politics. Most politicians, actually, come into politics just to steal from the people. If that is not the case, like I've said it before and I keep on saying, if we are really interested in developing Ghana, a body like the parliament should be erased. What is their importance? Parliament is of no use. We're just wasting money on them. I've said it before. that instead of Parliament House, we can replace Parliament House with professional bodies. We replace them with professional bodies so that whatever developmental project Ghana wants to undertake, we allow the professional bodies to discuss. If we want to talk about health, we allow the experts in health to discuss. Roads, we allow the engineers to discuss. Water, the engineers. Agriculture, the engineers. One Parliament House, what are they doing? We just waste money on them. They come and they are giving cars and all sort of benefits. Our whole political structure, we don't have to necessarily pattern our political structure after other countries. No, we don't need the Parliament House. We don't. We're just wasting money on. They are a waste. We don't need no new laws. We don't need no new laws. The old laws are not even being enforced. Master, if we need new laws, whatever we need, the president and his cabinet at the end of the day can get some professionals together and discuss whatever laws that should be moved forward. We don't need these huge parliamentarians just wasting our resources, or they use Parliament House to get diplomatic passport, fly their wives and girlfriends and children and abroad and all of that. It's a fact. The truth is one. We don't need a parliament. We don't. They are a waste. They are waste. They are waste. They are waste of resources. The money is channeled into parliament. We should use that money into agriculture, something. True. And that's a fact. Ain't Ghana for now the enemy midi jamono say MPP ni NDC almost doing Ghana ho. Almost doing Ghana ho and Kayura Mahama obey president no. On fire chief justice no. Or person de no one who nipa ehye ho say ni omo je bone a omo ntumi kan na say den. Den hihye pa na MPP ni NDC. Omo de ato ho say obi ntumi nwia sika ewo adwuma mu. Hihye ben pa ne ho. All the team in Chishaya Ben, measures Ben Paneho, I be manaya din, Sankrophobe Yesika, a Juma from Pennyphobe Yesika. CEOs, Buffer Stock CEO, Mujasi no Yesika to turn 9. There's nothing wrong with so basic dial talk as by you, but wow, oh, bread will read the end now the toe would die, the toes car is fine. But Ubea a buy any sika. In Chishaya Ben Paneho, maybe some more. Chishaya Ben Pana MPP ni NDC. Omo nyina omo be bu Ghana man no enhyehyeye ben pa no mde ato ho se ebeye den ama chief executive bi one ne nkrofo kakra be hwia Ghana sika, which means he say amman panyimfo no president, MPs, ministers, any sangofo nyina ka no omo hwia sika no. No, that's a fact. That is how it is. Because if say president in him who be, vice president in him who be, a minister in him who be, a bad day na, or be chief executive keke, but me Jessica Bebre, a bad day. And I just say a cost of bacope, a cost government in, government out, government in, government out. Ghana for Mama your name brio. Mama your name brio because Ghana my name woman, Ghana my yin check, Ghana my life expectancy, a man my a dionum 9 and a my a dionum insia. It's yin check. Na go point a good day be extra Ghana, na Ghana air bread. And yafe. Someone who and yafe. So politicians see ba abe moi. And double swim and sat not cast fefe almost die the winning to quite says. Obinka say will be end to mpon bravo more. But oh, dear Yama no. Also Yama crossing ni be. Someone who and then Kolana me foot through Mune co school a year. Mo de mo ba na mo te air condition cars mo na mo de mo yede no mo mama na mo ko Ghana man no enye se obia bebre o man nim so mo na me de da me kano Ghana politicians is here no anka ehwa ka de ogina ho pa nka ne ho ni tuma ne ho tituma bia ko betumi ebu o man no Mr. Kennedy Japan do anka me prefer na na kwa be dia akono o shape on track record that Mr. Kennedy Japan or matured in politics and a whole lot. But na kwa be dia akono so betumi ebu Ghana man me jini di papa of Nana Kwame Ako. Tini ya na kan Mr. Kennedy Japan and Nana Kwame Bediako mo team me up. No more form party full from because the party MPP no me bako pe but my come any MPP no be to say because MPP are attractive self first you know me bebre yo but my mom me say university I've been around yes so say o hwe say near Nana Kwame me say Nana Kwame sorry Nana do on the baomia omo recent government na o hwe de na ekoso na MPP party no because nye panyi bi anim betia Nana do ne baomia find where the president and the vice and so what mu din sem ho say to me ka kire mo say to me bring him to order na say you mpanyifo party mu say your elders of party mu no mo ntumi antia Nana do ne baomia I don't know seriously it me who ni say MPP party se si ewo ho no asene na ye mu bi ye nyi a ye hu se mpanyifo wo party nim se wo ho na me ma me ne me step mother bo MPP buzia nsensam ka nsensam kire politics nsensam na se ne be hwe se ne a MPP emre Nana do ne ba me ho ne se de MPP be ye na se panyin ni party nim obi ayikom ayaya se mo ho to me there this present MPP there apart from I see Kennedy Japan Mr. Kennedy Japan so between your boy mine but the party itself no nipa na e wo party nim no omu ni adwempa mpanyifo na party nim no omu ni adwempa we ye nyina no yes say Ghana mine ebe ye na Ghana mine so bedi ye na ye ka nyina kasa bebrebe nyina because we are saying no ye do be we are saying no one be did there na wu na one san ko heavy na just say wo de ho be we are say be ye dey na Ghana mine nya o mine I say obi bebre oh my no it's a fact o hwe we are say man nyina na o hwe de Ghana ye de hia ya na Ghana nipa go so bre school for nam of fam and nam of true mo ko school a na ye mpenye fa moayen omo from so mo leaders omo leader na moayen omo ba so mo be hwaga na sika adia ye omo nko a it's a fact omo ne mo da omo sisi no omo pay yes omo pay I'm sorry omo pay yes I'm sorry omo pay yes and omo di sisi dan and omo nya de omo nya ni nyina obi nka say obi yajuma na brabonko so that's not what I'm saying but the point is there eyema ono so eyema obi mu di de no mo hwe bebi omo mote e won cry na mo hwe other parts of the country I don't need to be developing Ghana nyina na bebi basic necessities ekwan ni nsuo no bia hospitals and then hospitals kokoshe the galamsey are saying so kokoshe kidney diseases ina go for every mo de kasa ayanya se kasa o Ghana yie yont ne kasa ene Ghana my yie yont ne kasa te me de manu besi men kasa bebre ya da yakopon ase ya da obo ade na ase se ama na otwe akwa abeto ya sa start afefoforo afie mesre yakopon hia ma obia na de obia hwehwe no embremu obia koma so de bia embremu te se ne ya da meka no ono mo sa nkotwika o twika so me kono mo sa odidi a no odidi ye health is wealth health is wealth and you have to take good care of your health na yan hwe ya namon to mo so ye you know and rami hu papa bia o baabi me ne di nkomo na se na papa no waye no na ye ma homete na me bisa se me pa ne chowo wadi fie sei ana bo ni fie chem ana mi na den na ye no asaba o ka chem ne se otehwe na ne nsa ko wo fam eno pe o ama papa I say the papa ne nsa ana wa ho I say ontumi nya hwe ti mo mayema ne ma bi ezo nya empaibo ube pie no nim de okwa ko hia wa bonten o tehwe de nsa mebe tumi ba Tinina say a bomb pie, and Pibonia, obey named your China, by Yansha AJ, Anthony Joshua. 2 weeks or 3 weeks, your ball will be a Jake Paul winning, not the following week, and share. So, into Gassini, then baby, Menkasa bebre me de manu besi why me da mo ase mo abohwe me na me da mo ase na ya be message na ya mo share na me wo YouTube nso ade a me ye me nya for popularity o but ya mo share na mo comment na yentumi endi abobo ni gita ho na yem build ye my Ghana na Ghana emfa ne to mapa emfra nti menim se makasi no anu besi before my new sida kasa na ayetenten nti man say peace and love to you me da mo nyina amase mo amhwe nyina me da amase gago po nhia mo bye bye.